We're live. Class unboxing talk. With the three horsemen, I guess today. Three musketeer ass niggas. Um, it's your boy CJ Goodfella, aka King Goodfella. I'm with Jarrell Jasper, Alabama. I'm with Michael Turner from the Shy. So if y'all see him in the Shy, throw a couple gunshots.
Oh, God.
I would play that too, but I'm just choosing not to. But I just want to get. I just want to get. I do at the end of the video. But here to talk about, I don't know what we talking about, but I guess we're talking about Golovkin, and we're talking about what all going on in boxing today. So one of y'all pick the topic first, and we'll go ahead and speak on it.
Let's run it, Big Cool.
We're gonna talk about I want to talk about Brian Jennings for a little bit. I'm gonna do a video on him tomorrow. But I think he should move down to cruiserweight. He's not physically able to compete at heavyweight. He might be able to compete skill wise with certain guys, but uh, I thought him facing Perez, he'll be able to handle that, much better than he did. But Perez was clearly physically more stronger than, and he really outboxed him at times in the fight, but he gassed and he got the point deduction, and it caused his demise in that potential fight with Stavern and Wilder. So I think Jennings, if physically able, should go down to cruiserweight, where I think he'd be much better served.
I don't, I don't think I don't think he can lose about 30 pounds. I don't think he can lose 30 pounds. So I mean, I know Eddie Chambers tried to go down to middleweight and didn't do too good versus that African guy that was what I kind of like. But I don't think he's physically able to go down the cruiserweight. But as far as the performance goes, why? I mean, I thought it was an excellent performance coming down the stretch. All I was thinking about was Mike said was about how Perez gasses out, and let alone the 6th round rolled around, and he gassed out. And Brian Jennings figured out that he couldn't win on the outside. He couldn't outbox Perez, which he was trying to do earlier. But he figured out if he closed the distance and made it a dog fight, that he can outwork, he can set the work rate and the pace high, and Perez couldn't compete, and that's what happened. And that's how he ended up getting the win. I thought he won without the point deduction by a point, but that's Mike Perez for hitting on the break.
You know, I'll say this in the case of Jennings to kind of touch on Jarrell's point. I do think Jennings is a little. I think he is a little light in the ass for heavyweight, and honestly, he does look like he can make cruiserweight, like he can make the good. I'll say like 201, like 200 pounds. I mean, because 200 pounds is the limit for a cruiserweight. So I think he can get to 200, but I mean, like similar to some of what CJ said, is that going to damage his body at all? Because I mean, taking off the weight, it could cause a lot of problems for him. And also, another thing is, it's not set in stone that he's going to go to cruiserweight and be effective at all.
I agree. He does look muscular. That's why I said if it's physically possible for him to go to cruiserweight, he could strongly consider that. But he is a muscular, short heavyweight. But he looked unsure of himself. Mike, you stated it on my status that he looked unsure of himself, and he did. Like he go back to the corner, he looked unfocused, and he'd say that he was doing dumb shit. Like he knew he was doing dumb shit. He either couldn't adjust, or he was, I guess, physically tired from dealing with a big heavyweight, even though he had similar size and height. So I don't know what it is, man. He just had to go back to the drawing board and maybe change trainers or do something.
Y'all acting like he lost. Y'all acting like he lost the fight.
No. He won. Basically, hey, this was the discussion for the early part of the fight because he kind of like I saw his face after I think the 3rd round, and he was like he had to look like, oh shit, what did I get myself into type look. To me, that's what I saw. So, and then after that, like you say, after the 6th, when he started to tire down a little bit, Jennings brought the fight to him, and he won a clear decision in my eyes.
Every time Jennings closed the gap, I thought he was best served even early when he was closing the gap. He was getting off first, and Perez is not a great inside fighter either. He just like to lean on you and tire you out so he can just kill minutes. That was his game plan going in. Win the first half of the fight and just lean just lean on you until he tire you out. You get tired as he is. But
And
Perez,
that's what Jennings allowed him to do. He allowed him to lay on him and push him back to the ropes, and Wyatt timed it. So, but yeah, he was the better inside fighter. Jennings was. He did nice work to the body. He landed some nice combos. When Perez got himself out of position or overextended himself, I think he landed like an uppercut, left hook combo. It was a beautiful combo.
Right.
It might have ended in the right hand, but he did some very good work. He a talented fighter, but him against Deontay Wilder would probably be early because he's just not physically strong enough. Uh, and he's not a big puncher, so I don't think he would be a threat to Wilder. You know.
he gonna beat the shit out of Wilder ass.
No, you know what? Hey, only thing
I'm
I'll say
talking
about that, I don't know. I mean, I think skill wise he can trouble Wilder, but if Wilder just say, you know what, fuck it, I'm going seek and destroy, then I think Wilder might have an advantage there. But if Wilder try to box with him, Wilder's not going to beat him boxing.
I don't know, man. We don't. Well, we had to wait to see after he performed against Stavern to see where he's at boxing wise. Like, he got the length and reach to make it an easy fight. He can just stick that jab in Jennings' face, and what Jennings gonna do? He can probably implement the Vladimir Klitschko style. You know what I'm saying? If he's not trusting in his chin, use his reach, jab, and clinch every time. It won't be exciting, but it'll probably be more exciting because he got the killer instinct. But if he feels the need to do that against certain competition, it might go well for him. So I can see him having a long run as champion if he can master the Vladimir Klitschko style of fighting. No disrespect to Klitschko, who's a great fighter, but he does what works for him. That's what you're supposed to do.
True. I mean, like they say, if your game plan ain't broke, don't fix it.
True.
And as we see, Klitschko has been very successful. I believe he has 17 straight title defenses or something like that. I know it's up there. It's a big number now.
Yeah, they starting to speak at it, starting to approach conversation where they can start talking about him, slowly approaching Joe Lewis's record of 25 consecutive defenses or 30 or whatever it is. So, he say he feel good and want to continue to fight. So.
But also now on the flip side, I also want to say I was wrong about something with the Jennings and Perez fight. I thought Perez mentally wouldn't be in that fight, and he shut me the hell up because he actually came to win, and he didn't look like the guy who still had Magdamov on his mind. He didn't look like that guy to me. He looked like a guy that was ready to go. So I want to give him his props on that and admit that I was wrong on that part.
But he got some kind of I remember Jim Lampley saying that Perez switched from Abel Sanchez to Adam Booth. I think that's the trainer that used to train David Hay.
Yes.
To get in better condition. But he was at his highest weight that he's been in since the I can't pronounce the guy's name. But
Magdamov, I think.
Magdamov, I believe. I think he came in at 241 or 247. And if that's in shape, then shit, and he don't have no future at being a legit title threat to any titleist because he wasn't in good shape at all. I think he needs to come in in the 220s, maybe 230s to be successful to extend his energy during the fight because as he faces better guys, they're gonna press the action more with bigger punches and gonna wear him down quicker, and we'll be able to get him out of there. So he needs to get a position coach and not become another Chris Arreola where we talking about weight instead of his potential to be somebody to reckon with.
True. Hey, I like that comparison too, Jarrell. I think that was a good comparison.
Chris Fat-Ass Areola and what's his name? Mike Fat-Ass Perez. Areola might have better stamina than Perez, though.
He does. He has a lot better stamina than Perez.
Perez looked like he just got right off the fat truck.
Yeah, Perez was confident. He was confident in the fight, but he just wasn't physically condition to, execute his game plan.
True, true. Well, I mean, well, y'all want to kick things to the next gear and talk about the main event now.
Go
Of
ahead.
course, let's talk about.
All right. Well, well, Mr. CJ, we'll let you start this one off.
Thank you very much, man. People saying I'm a Gennady Golovkin hater, but look at the level of competition that he is fighting, though. You look at it, and he got all the question marks: power, decent speed, uh, good tenacity. He got everything you want in a boxer. He got the style to be style friendly, and I think that's what people caught up in seeing is his style. They like how he get knockouts and stuff, and then they want to jump on the bandwagon. Like, oh yeah, Gennady Golovkin, he's the greatest. He should fight Floyd or Miguel Cotto or Froch or I mean, put it to you this way: if I was Golovkin, I would stay and dominate at 160. I wouldn't move up nor down because all the 154 guys got to come up. But he hasn't tested. He hasn't been tested for me to stamp the approval on him. I mean, he hasn't beat an upper echelon fighter. It's not too. It's none of his division, and it's some south of his division. And I think he'll fight anybody coming from the 154 and the 168. Is some up there too, but I don't think he wants to move up because he's a smaller middleweight. I heard he walk around about 167, 170. But
165-ish.
Yeah, you understand that, but don't go around saying. See, people could. Now, if Floyd would have said this, I had to use him as an example. People would have hung their lives on it. Don't go around saying you'll fight anybody from 154 to 175, and then say, "Oh, except Andre Ward." Don't say that. That make you seem like you were cherry picking, ducking, motherfucker. And that's what he's trying to do. If you don't want to fight at 168, you want to fight Chavez Jr. or Carl Froch and them. I understand you don't want to move up. You don't have to move up. You're a smaller guy. But don't go around boosting this guy up like he's beating world beaters. Daniel Gillis not a world beater. Martin Murray's not a world beater. Solomon's not a world beater. Sturm's not a world beater. Quillen is not a world beater, but I think that's the best fight for him. And I think if he beats Fuller impressively and unify the titles, I think then I can give him a stamp of approval. And all the rest of these guys that he's fighting, they're not world beaters. And I think Quillen's the only guy that can take his career to the next level. Not beating Miguel Cotto, that's a smaller guy. Not beating Saul Canelo. I don't think that fight ever happened. They wouldn't sacrifice the lamb to Golovkin like that.
But CJ, how can you say that beating Quillen would take his career to the next level? Look at Quillen's resume. He beat a passing power.
Look at the buzz around the fight. When you talk about a bigger fight, the biggest fights has the buzz around them, and it's a fight that the fans want to see. It's not about resume.
But you talking about Golovkin's resume, but Quillen's not that much better. He beat a faded.
I'm not talking about Quillen as in the most credible opponent. He doesn't have the best resume. I'm talking about Quillen as far as the fans wanting Quillen versus Golovkin. Am I wrong? The fans don't want that?
Okay, I don't know how many fans really want that fight after seeing Quillen's performances. You know what I'm saying? I don't know because everybody I see says Golovkin, smashes through him like he did Macklin.
But people want to see that fight. I'm not wrong. There's a lot of people that want to see Golovkin versus Quillen, and that's the only fight that can bring him to stardom without the asterisk on the fight. Right now, he fighting Cotto, he's too small. If he fights Chavez Jr. at 160, he's weight drained. And he's just going to go on this asterisk, or however you want to put it. It's going to be an asterisk around anybody he fight at 160 because they're not that good. So, stay there. Go ahead.
I don't know. I look at it like this. Sorry for interrupting. I kind of think, okay, now even if Golovkin and Quillen do fight, then I think it'll be an asterisk on that one too because they'll say, who did Quillen beat to make him one of the elites at 160? And then the question to go, well, GGG is fighting nothing but bums and things of that sort. But basically,
look at it this way. Hold on, Mike. Look at it this way. He unified another belt. Well, how many he hold 2 belts now? He hold 3.
Right.
That's always popular. All he got to do is get all the belts. He'll be more popular. But, I mean, ain't nobody else to fight but Quillen and Martin Murray. It's
No,
solid.
but
And Murray turned him down 3 times in one calendar year. I mean, so me, I'm sorry, Murray doesn't seem like he has the passion to want to be anything in boxing. So to me, for my response to Martin Murray is the hell with you. You can go and sit down somewhere, honestly, because you turned down 5 world title fights in 1 year, and then you still think you want to be relevant. No, you're not relevant anymore. You're becoming a nobody because you're ducking and dodging. You trying to pick the right champion you want to fight. You only wanted to fight Martinez because Martinez was coming off another injury. Even though in the fight he gave Martinez hell, I still feel he beat Martinez. But on the other hand, all the other champions out there, you turned down Stern, you turned down Golovkin. You don't deserve a shot.
actually, Sergio Martinez selected Martin Murray because that was his homecoming. And of course, Martin Murray did the right thing by accepting the fight against the lineal middleweight champion of the world at the
Right.
time. He should also accept Nady Golovkin's offer to fight him if he really wants to be a champion. Even though if he lost the fight, he still builds a name and some momentum. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was a close fight, a split decision, or something some crazy
Right.
type fight where he showed himself to be a credible opponent, a guy that could be a champion and that could make exciting fights. It's different ways to build a fan base and get attention, but like you said, he does not want to fight Golovkin. So we shouldn't mention his name unless he talking about really fight Golovkin.
Honest. All right. Now I'll say this too. But what I catch with a lot of fans, and I mean you can't blame them because one of the biggest fights in the sport of boxing that a lot of rumblings is around is Gennady Golovkin versus Andre Ward. So you can't blame them because, like we say, as fans, we do get spoiled by the super fights. But they have to realize, like Floyd Mayweather and many other boxers say, it takes time to make fights of that caliber. So let's not try to rush. Okay, well, you know what? Well, this guy has to fight him right now or else. It doesn't work like that because Andre Ward still has to straighten out his contractual situation. I mean, not his contractual, his legal situation.
Even if he wasn't conscious, Golovkin, that's a fight Golovkin not going to take. And I blame him. Why take the fight that you're going to make no money in? So I understand that. But as far as Golovkin, he has no breakout name to make him a star besides Quillen. If Quillen loses,
No, you mean Cotto.
Cotto, man, that's a mismatch right there, man. Cotto not gonna get in the ring with him, so that's understandable. I know Cotto not gonna get in the ring with him. That's stupid. Unless he brings Golovkin down to 156.
Shit, Cotto trying to fight Chavez Jr.
Chavez Jr. I mean, that's because Freddie Roach know him inside and out.
But Freddie Roach knows that Cotto can't deal with the constant pressure. He's not gonna stop Chavez Jr. He's gonna end up getting stopped based off volume punches, working the body. And that's not a fight he should take.
But
It's a fight
like I mentioned on the video, that rehydration clause can cause a lot of problems for Chavez because if he tells Chavez you can't come into the ring over 170, that means Chavez, instead of worrying about training, Chavez has to be worrying about losing weight his whole training camp, which will have him unprepared for Cotto.
That's a fight that I like. I like that fight a lot in December because this been a year full of subpar bouts and fights that's going on. This ain't been a year of the best fights last year.
What'd you say, Big Cool?
I said I like to see it, but I don't want to see it if they got that rehydration clause in it because it defeats the purpose of the fight. You know what I'm saying? Don't become another. You know what I'm saying? Don't become another Manny Pacquiao, man. You complained when you had to come in at 145. Now you trying to stop a dude from rehydrating up to whatever he usually rehydrates at because
he come in the ring like 195-ish. Hey, why not add a rehydration clause?
But that's not Chavez Jr.'s fault. He ain't going to seek a fight with Cotto. Cotto trying to seek the fight with him because he think he's the easy little tune-up fighter, whatever he's looking at. So if you
he's trying to further his legacy is what he's trying to do.
All right, but then further it by doing what you did. Then you know what I'm saying. Just fight the guy at a natural Or at least give him a 175 or 180 or something. Don't strip him down to 170. 170, man, he might as well not even, man. He gonna walk through Chavez Jr. like it ain't nothing.
Right, but as you know, Freddie Roach is very cerebral in those type of situations, and that's the type of stipulation he likes to add to fights of this sort.
Yeah, he the catch weight king.
He'll tell you all the time. He'll tell you all the time. Any chance I get to get an advantage for my guy, I'm gonna take it. You can't blame him for it, even though I mean it sounds cheap, but you can't blame him for it.
All I gotta say is better than Bradley versus Cotto.
I agree. I agree.
And
That fucking fight there.
I think Chavez still probably end up beating Cotto, man, because I don't know, Chavez. I just don't think Chavez is gonna come in at 170 when he rehydrates. It's just not possible, man. He might as well stay up the whole day after the weigh-in, just working. Just might as well not. He ain't gonna have no sleep. He just gonna have to be running, and that ain't gonna happen,
That's the
man.
point. That's the point.
But the fight not gonna happen, man.
I mean, hey, last I checked, they say it's in the works and it could be finalized this week. So,
and I heard also that the Floyd Mayweather Madonna card come out this week, the undercard. It's gonna have Keith Thurman on there, Andy Lee versus Quillen, and I think it's gonna have Jalen Love on there.
So, man, Jalen Love, I ain't gonna say nothing.
oh, hey, you know what? I we can kind of switch gears there. So
yeah, we're gonna talk about the return of Andre Dirrell now.
Session. I mean, even though it was only 15 seconds long, but goddamn, dude, Dirrell was giving him that work.
Dirrell a better, bigger, and faster boxer. Jalen Love ain't gonna be able to compete at 168 for too long. I'm surprised he got past the line.
Hey, did y'all see Dirrell's response to Jalen Love? For Jalen Love saying how he was all in Dirrell's shit. Did y'all see his response to him?
No.
Yeah. He told him. He said,
"Oh yeah, I seen that."
He said, "You're nothing to brag about. I don't brag about sparring sessions. You're a nobody." Ooh, shots fired. He said, "But if you're gonna keep talking, we can get in the ring."
September 13th.
Dirrell, because I think Dirrell fight this weekend against to be announced.
No, he fight against some Justine dude or something.
You talking about the dude that fought Anthony Dirrell?
Yeah, I'm guessing. Yeah, they fight Friday on ESPN.
Yeah, that's the dude with the knock that hurt his shoulder versus Anthony Dirrell.
Oh, okay.
The big puncher.
I don't know if they fight gonna be televised, but I expect.
He back with Al Heyman now.
Yeah, I think he gonna be signing with Dan Goosen because I know he left 50 Cent.
He better not sign with Dan Goosen. He'd be a dumbass fool.
This your replacement right here, another Andre.
You better sign with Al Heyman and Mayweather Promotions.
No, he ain't a fool if you got Al Heyman by his side, man. So he can sign with anybody. Al Heyman ain't gonna let nobody fuck over him. So that's what Andre Ward should have did. He should have signed with Al Heyman and left James Prince where he found him.
He said where he found him.
Yeah.
Oh man, hey, well, Dirrell, you officially cannot go to Detroit now for saying that.
I thought James Prince was from Houston. Well, whatever. I go through there and tell him what I said.
No, man. No, I'm just messing with you, man. Oh, but also speaking of Heyman, shout out to Javante Starks for just getting signed to Al Heyman.
Oh, big money fights for him coming up. He about to make $1 million in an 8-round.
In an 8-round fight.
Round fight. Boy, that's most fighters actually fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope these fighters actually tell Al Heyman they want to fight the tough competition, man. Oh, another thing I just read up on Boxing Scene earlier that Diego Chavez, Brandon Rios fight is in jeopardy due to immigration status.
Oh, Chavez.
So Diego Chavez had a background issue?
On the system or some sort of system. No, it's a backlog in the system. So
Who y'all picking? If it happen, who y'all
But
picking to win
Sergey
that fight?
Kovalev over here, and Diego Chavez by knockout.
Mm.
I don't know about
Uh-oh.
knockout. I don't know about no knockout, but I got him by decision.
Hey, I'm gonna say this.
I don't know.
I think this fight will be something like. I think this fight gonna look like Matisse versus Molina, and I got I got Chavez winning by unanimous decision after getting dropped once, and he gonna drop Rios 2 or 3 times.
You really think so?
Hmm.
I'm picking Rios.
You got
I got Rios.
Rio.
Hey, Rios is a tough
I
motherfucker.
got
Hey, I give
Chavez
him
by
that.
Yeah, I
he
got
is, but
Rios.
damn man,
I
this
think
fight
Rios
gonna be.
is a must win. This is a must win for Rios. I don't think he gonna drop the ball on this one.
I think he will, man.
Oh,
I don't know.
hey,
Maybe I'm
I
putting
think
too much
Chavez
stock in
too
Chavez.
skilled. Chavez got
Chavez held
Chavez
his
too
own.
skilled.
He on his own versus Keith Thurman. That's what you was about to say.
Yeah, he held his own against Keith Thurman, and Keith Thurman is a natural welterweight. And I don't think Brandon Real's power translates to welterweight. So, um, he gonna struggle to make the weight anyway. So he facing a dude who's young and who can punch and who's accurate. So I think Chavez probably drops him, but he won in a unanimous decision
That's gonna be a good
in a
fight
great
though. That
fight.
might be fight of the year right there.
Hell yeah. Hey,
It might-
you know what? Hey, I don't think nothing gonna beat out Molina Matisse. I don't think nothing gonna beat that
That
fight.
was a war right there.
Man,
That's my favorite fight this year.
I done watched that fight 25 times so far. I can
my
seriously
favorite
watch
my
that one.
favorite fight was the Crawford. My favorite fight was the Crawford Gamboa fight, man. I love that fight. That fight was just man. That fight was off the chain. I ain't saying it's better
Yeah.
than Molina Matisse, but that fight, man, Crawford showed both guys showed some skill and will, and that uppercut that finished off Gamboa was some to watch, man. He iced him
Yeah,
with that.
he got flattened off of that uppercut. He flattened
Yeah,
his
yeah,
ass.
he did. Hey, he hit him, and Gamboa was like, "Which way did he go?"
That was a good ass fight.
Yeah, it was.
And like
That John Molina shit was off the chain. Though. I thought John Molina was gonna pull off the upset.
I did too, dude. I thought he was gonna kill Matisse. I think it was like the 4th round, man. He hit him with 2 right hands in a row. Dude, Matisse was sitting there shaking. I'm like, oh shit, I thought he was gonna stop him early in that one at first. I'm like, damn, the machine look like he a little rusty. Yeah, man.
but he ain't the same fighter, man. I
You don't
think I
think?
think I think Adrian Broner should try to fight him next after they fight.
Ooh,
I mean, fight in September, man, because you got to strike while the iron hot, man. And this is the perfect time maybe to get Matisse. He had a couple battles. He was in an unexpected tough battle with Molina, who is not as talented as Broner. So you know what I'm saying? Hey,
true.
Broner like to fight on the inside, and Matisse will oblige that. And you know, it could be a great fight, man. I believe in Broner still, but I don't want to talk about him right now. But I just, that's
You
just.
never know, man. Your Stewart, Emmanuel Taylor might get in that ass.
You know what? Hey, I was thinking that too, man.
I
Hey,
don't
that
think
Taylor fight is tough.
it's tough, but when you really pull yourself back and think about it, man, Chris Algieri beat Taylor. Maybe it was just Taylor had an off night or something.
You never know.
And I,
No,
Chris
hey,
Algieri
Chris
might do a number
Algieri
one
got
package job.
skills.
He might
but
do a number
I was
one job.
just about to say he is a skillful fighter, but I think Adrian Broner, man, I think that'll be a great fight because they both like to fight on the inside. Taylor, he more active than Broner. Broner
Right.
gonna be there to be hit because he doesn't move his feet. He's a stationary target at times, and he's flat footed and shit, and put all his feet on
Very
the
flat
weight on.
foot. AP all day about Benjamins, ass beating, always balling. Adrian Browning, Little
Act,
Floyd.
hey, call him actually beaten. Is damn.
Always bullshitting. But dude, I got to dip, so we gotta cut this one a little short. I appreciate y'all for joining me tonight. Might do one tomorrow night. Thanks for all the people that viewed it. Salute you. We'll be going up tomorrow. Y'all can see our outros.
It's
Smooth
Big Cool.
cat out.
The return. Check them out tomorrow.
All right, man. I'm gonna stop this shit right now.